Hi, my name is Michelle Ann, and I want to talk to you about using neuroscience in leadership. Leadership can be difficult and complex at times, especially in today's digital leadership environment. People talk to me as an executive coach daily about workforce challenges, including being overwhelmed as a leader, a lack of confidence in their skills, getting new leaders up to speed fast, a general inability to focus with all the distractions, turnover issues, how to motivate employees and improve performance. The list actually goes on. Studies show that leaders and companies are struggling nationwide. I'm sure this is not news to you. I can help solve these challenges by using neuroscience to explain or take the guesswork out of how to bring back high performance, get new leaders up to speed quickly, and improve retention in this digital environment. The first thing I'd like to explain is that this is all about ensuring that we, as leaders, are operating at an optimal level. When a leader does this, they give off a confident, relaxed, stable presence. This is palpable and contagious. Now, neuroscience shows that people follow or mimic a leader, especially in times of uncertainty. When we operate optimally, not in an overwhelmed state, science shows we make better decisions. We create a more engaged and highly performing and happy workforce. So let's dive a little bit deeper into this. If we are overwhelmed as a leader or not performing at our best, it directly affects our entire organization and our workforce, as well as our bottom line. Think of it this way. When we feel relaxed and at ease, not overwhelmed, we're more compassionate. We make better decisions. They're more thought out. We collaborate more effectively and easily with other people. Innovation actually comes easier. It's clearer. Getting new ideas and insight is clearer for us. Science shows these outcomes universally throughout varying industries, regardless of age or gender. So, on the other hand, if we're anxious as a leader or overwhelmed, which a lot of leaders are, and even edgy, everything suffers. Science shows our IQ and EQ drop by about 15 points. Anxiety stresses our relationships. We all know that. It increases biases in our decisions. We unconsciously project a lack of confidence. Unconscious is the key word there. We lack impulse control and are more negative, both of which influences others around us. And oh yeah, stress reduces blood flow to the prefrontal cortex, and it negatively affects our ability to focus and concentrate. Hopefully this is starting to make sense. Okay, understanding neuroscience can unlock potential if you're a leader. This will directly affect you, your direct reports, and all of those around you, even your family, because you have one brain and you take it home and you take it to work. Okay, and a lot of times home is work. So science can take some of the guesswork out of leadership. So when you understand how someone who is stressed acts, and you know as a leader how to coach them to change their perspective and behaviors, you're actually changing their brain, the team's motivation because they're watching you, their outlook and their performance all in one. So brain science makes you smarter, wiser, and it creates a more resilient, high-performing workforce because one person is going to feed off the energy of another. So it gives you the ability to quickly right the ship in complex human relationship situations, which is what we really need and what it's coming down to nowadays. Understanding our own brain is the first step in creating these resilient, high-performing cultures and teams. Leaders need to understand that they need to be working optimally. Good performing brains are calm, focused, alert, and compassionate. And when the brain senses overwhelm, if I sense overwhelm in you or you sense it in me, there's trouble that starts to happen. We start to be negative. One brain interprets the other one as untrustworthy, agitated, and we're likely to withdraw. So that's what a lot of things that are happening in the workforce. Okay. How when we're at a suboptimal level, we tend to be more unconsciously argumentative. A lot of people are at work, resentful. We have a tendency to say no without even thinking. We're inflexible, self-centered, and we have more negative thoughts on a daily basis. All of this is coming through the workforce. And this is some of the reasons that we're experiencing these things that we are. In order to right the ship or improve the performance on your teams, we as leaders need to have good mood control. We need to be able to motivate teams, understand our emotional tone, show empathy, have impulse control in every situation, Be organized and create new ideas with ease. When we do that, that actually effectively is contagious to everybody else. Science shows that emotions are contagious, and how we act as a leader is how everybody mimics. Okay. Most managers are finding things like these easily frustrating. Okay. They are themselves reporting increased negativity. People who say they've never been negative before are telling me they're more negative than they've ever been. They're making more mistakes. They lack empathy. They're disorganized, and they have a negative outlook. Every day I hear these things. The brain then, in fact, is affecting their team's performance. Okay. How they feel is affecting their team's performance, their productivity, and the retention. So here's one tool that can help you lead more effectively: inspiration. This may sound silly, but inspiration is the key for effective digital leadership. It's an important aspect for achieving collaboration and performance. Inspiration refers to the energy, enthusiasm, and desire to act. Okay. Feeling mentally and emotionally stimulated is really important in order to drive a project forward. So when we did a study, 93% of great leaders agree that inspiration generates the energy to drive projects. 75% agree they need to be inspired to do their job well, even a leader. 97% of leaders agree that inspiration can mobilize people into action more than a dogmatic approach. Think about that. And 77% of people agree that inspiration is not taken seriously in most workforces. So a few things managers or leaders can do to increase inspiration in themselves, because if they do that, it will inspire other people. It starts with you. So one thing you can do is listen to inspiring music. Limit bad or negative news. Develop a habit of complimenting other people. It really changes your brain. We're actually changing the biochemistry here. Laugh often. Be enthusiastic. Keep a gratitude journal of things, or every day think about things that you're grateful for. I do this when I do push-ups. Look for good things in others. Avoid complaining or comparing. That's big. Hang out with positive people. Spend time in nature. It really helps our biochemistry. Find a passion and spend time doing that. And volunteer for the greater good. When we are inspired, we attract energy, we influence others, and we transmit that positive energy. Inspiration affects our heart rate. It affects our emotions. Positive feelings lead to more coherent speech and trust building. This is everything that we want to do at work and at home. Studies show inspiration in employees generates high level of coherence, better communication, and social relationships. When we're inspired, we tend to express positive, optimistic moods about the future, which we need, influence positive emotions of others, and we're able to minimize feelings of anxiety, sadness, and fear. This is what resilience is all about. So let's set up a discovery call so I can help you and your team today.